But the legs, look at the adductors on Nick.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they're crazy. And I know that's not what wins shows, but it's just from a bodybuilding, point of view, it's
the
there's
bells
no
and
open
whistles,
space.
as they say.
The bells and whistles. I love that one.
Because James is dialed.
Yeah.
James is going to, assuming that James is going to bring in what he is here, he starts out as the front runner, but then knowing that Joe can make some tweaks that really could change his look could make it interesting.
All right, number 9 is... Oh, I'm only taking a little, bro.
Here's one I heard the other day. Oh no, I just do TRT now, man. Yeah, and it's 300 tests, 50 tren and fate, and then 100 primo to like control estrogen. I'm like, okay, so you got 450 milligrams a week. Hey everybody, welcome to It's Just Bodybuilding. I'm Big Ron Partlow with Dusty Hanshaw and the producer Scott McNally. Remember to like, share, subscribe, comment, and
Ring the bell. Type button. Type button.
Yes.
Hit that hard. I like to really smack the shit out of it.
Yes. Do that for us. Click. Do all the buttons. Leave a comment. Like, just type something. It can be gibberish, but YouTube loves comments. Help
They
us.
do like comments around that where that like make sense. If it's
I like
just
personal
Yeah, I
attacks.
guess.
Couple
Okay.
symbols,
Well, I'm
doesn't boost
just
the
trying to
output.
get minimal.
okay, yeah,
Minimal.
the
So
least.
Ask
real
for
words.
a little small amount of work.
real. I mean,
Okay.
put like 3 or 4 real words together. Yeah,
Right. You guys best.
You
That
guys
would be great.
so not best.
Yes. Remember, IamMutant.com. Go to IamMutant.com, MutantNation.ca. Get your hardcore ISO, get your Mind FK, get your big greens, and everyone should get on the gear. Dusty and Big Ron are your codes. Order your shit, get it delivered. Like, what are you waiting for? Why are you going to a store?
You could do it while you're listening to the show.
Yeah, you could
Right
be doing
now.
anything. Yeah, you could be doing anything. You could be taking a dump and ordering your mutant.
I
Right?
hate knowing how often I'm with people in the bathroom. But anyways,
it's kind of an honor, as a YouTuber. That's the greatest honor, actually.
you didn't actually want to
Greatest
turn it
honor.
off while you needed to handle this. It's true.
Yeah. Just let it play. How's it going today, guys? What's the news?
Dude, there's lots of news right now.
Oh yeah,
Tampa just happened.
Tampa
Atlanta's
happened.
coming.
yeah.
Yes.
We got some crappy contest coverage. Let's do it.
Throw up what do we got here? We got Nick. Nick just crushed a show.
Yes, he sure did.
I made $100 if you guys were there for the bet.
oh yeah, that's right.
We
We were.
Who'd you
for
bet?
Me.
Who'd you bet? Huh?
Turner, you were there on the
Oh,
show.
yeah, I was.
That's right. I mean, it was easy money, but I'll take it.
Yeah, and what did he bet?
He had Joe beating Nick.
Oh, really? Okay, well, that didn't happen.
No.
Okay.
I got a comment on this, first of all. This is to whoever is doing the Dan Ray, actually. Dan, I love you, brother. I kind of bummed it happened to be Dan Ray that took these pictures. I've been seeing some really terrible contest photos through the NPC news lately. There's this thing called focus that is just not being used. I think I could have done a better job with my phone. Look at the quality of that picture.
Is this
the background is sharper.
Is this
Sorry, Dan.
Is this possibly like a website upload, people handling the photos problem?
Maybe that's it.
I mean, is
But
Dan
it
looking
just-
at these going, what the happened to my pictures?
I feel like Dan was around since the days of like film. Like, we're going to shoot these
Yeah.
pictures. We don't actually see what they turn out like until we got to
And they're
race
still
out to get these
awesome.
developed. Yeah.
Right,
So
right.
maybe, give them some credit, but I feel like they've been looking a little bit funky on the website at least. So maybe
Yeah, keep
maybe
it
I
far
should be
away
putting
so
Dan
then
on
everyone
blast.
looks a little more impressive.
Right.
Once you come in, the wheels fall right off.
Yeah,
Right
yeah.
off.
So here's the pictures, and I have to blow them all up individually with the way they have the website set up here.
Oh, yeah.
Can't even skip to the next one. I hate that too.
Yeah. But I'll tell you what, man. Nick freaking Walker looked pretty damn impressive. I'm going to tell you guys that right now.
Do you have a back double?
Yeah, let's
see if
scroll
we
to
can get to
that.
it.
Hold on a minute.
So the back double, I know, it's a picture on stage under weird lighting in a ballroom, which is not the best place for lighting often.
There we go.
There we go.
Give me
So
blow this up a bit better. Give me a second.
yeah,
There you go.
and I mean, he looked pretty shredded in like, I saw a video where his glutes were totally striated, so he looked
Yeah.
really shredded.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, that back double bicep is crazy. Like, he's going to be, And I know Nick's always a problem. He's always a threat if he's, whatever.
Yeah.
But this Nick that we saw, I mean, at the Olympia, this is going to be a huge problem.
Yeah. What do you think about compared to Lunsford? Lunsford, we've said on the show, possibly at the Arnold Classic the other year, was like, this is one of the, if not the best rear double I've seen, right?
Yeah, he had an insane rear double to Arnold, like insane. It'll be very interesting to see that next to this, because I think Derek does have a better back than Nick. But that's only part of the back double bicep, right? Like Nick's arms are crazier.
He has biceps.
Nick's hamstrings.
Sorry, I did that for the fans.
Nick's hamstrings are thicker and crazier.
Adductors, calves.
Yeah, and it's like it's just like a
in.
hardness thing, and so it'll be interesting to see like the total picture of the back double bicep at the O. It's going to be quite a showdown, and I know like Nick would have to, what was he last year? 8th.
It doesn't.
He would have to. That's a big leapfrog to make, but I mean, I think it was kind of a false 8th because of how he came in off, and I mean, I can't remember who he's working with now. Bodybuilding fans, sorry, don't remember everybody's coach. I know he's got a new one, but they did a great job. I would venture to guess that they kept things very, very simple for this show because of the look he got. I'm just consistently seeing, every time I see someone who looks really, really awesome, I ask them and they're like, oh yeah, I barely had to do anything. I just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's never like, oh yeah, we did a kamikaze load and giant pull and then I won the show. That's just not happening as like it used to. We used to all do that.
Plus, if you do that, then I can't assume you're going to land that plane again.
Yes.
So I'm like, cool. So we got another shot for 8 then. Got it.
Yeah. And I'm venturing to guess that this was a very like, very, very calm, like glide in peak. I would venture to guess.
Yeah. No,
Look at this is no shade on the other guys. I mean, James is huge. That's not the best shot of James. He's not in the pose, obviously. But, I mean, James is humongous. But the legs, look at the adductors on Nick.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they're crazy. And I know that's not what wins shows, but it's just from a bodybuilding, point of view, it's
the
there's
bells
no
and
open
whistles,
space.
as they say.
The bells and whistles. I love that one.
As Ron says, yes. No, when I looked, I was talking to some guys before the show, and I said, I think that Nick will finally do what you would expect a guy of his caliber to do at a show like this, which is the moment he walks out, it ends. No matter how many people are left to walk out.
Yeah.
Right.
And Turner, who owes me $100 still, he texted me as soon as Nick walked out, and he goes, "I owe you $100."
Oh, that's funny.
So,
Incredible.
because he was there. He was like in the second row,
$100.
and he sent me some videos. So, I love that. I also want to say that when in that front relax shot, Scott, he looks like he's wearing like a suit of armor, like a superhero would wear. And
Right.
That's how I always saw Jay when he was at his best. It just didn't really look human because everything was dialed perfectly the whole time.
Okay.
And Nick is also, I don't know if he's made any alterations to his leg posing, but he in the videos, which I wish we had, he hits his legs, but then he kind of makes one more tweak, and then they really light up all the way up.
Right.
And he wasn't doing that before because now they're huge but separated top to bottom. So bananas. I still think that James somehow just keeps coming in flawlessly.
James looked great.
Like, I'm not seeing any slowdown of him from one show to the next. He got better for his second show. I would say he's equal here, second to third show. And now he's got another one coming up this weekend. So that'll be exciting, which we'll talk about in a minute.
Yeah. It's good. It's good.
And then,
good bodybuilding.
Joe, first off, from a fan standpoint, I'm really enjoying following him now. He puts out great content. He did a thing after the show discussing how he was hoping to compare himself with Nick at his very best, and that happened. Very happy with how he came in, but you got to remember this was his first show of the year, and he's competing in Atlanta as well, which means he can make some adjustments.
Yeah.
That said, for me, when I look at bodybuilding, I think the thing that maybe got me blinded and some other people is Joe's side shots can compete with anyone. And then from the front, it's a pretty big drop.
I didn't realize like how much bigger of a human being he is. Because you see him pose by themselves, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I can't wait to see him next to Nick. I kind of envisioned they were going to be the same height for some reason.
Right.
He's humongous.
He's a massive monster. Dude, man.
He's a monster.
The thing with Joe is the flow isn't as good. Like it's right. You know, like when he's moving and posing, it's like the mass is outrageous, and he's still going to improve his physique by, can I say, getting bigger in certain areas, which is kind of crazy. He's very, very heavily muscled for his. When you watch him on video, especially, you realize. Yeah. I think he can improve. He's going to get better. But you know, he's got to do everything he can to maximize V taper from the front.
Yep.
Is one of the main things, because the amount of muscle on his body is just ridiculous. Like I would love to see him training in the gym. Mm-hmm. You know, that crazy look.
Yeah.
Nuts.
I feel like the front double is the one that really kind of shows that, though, when he's between Nick and James on that shot.
Yeah, the waist
is
definitely
flow
like
difference. Look at the lats.
Yeah,
the way they come off. You know, those two, they sweep out of the back, and his is kind of like just a steady slight out. I think he's young to the highest level, and there's going to be a lot of improvements. But I think he needs more time than people think to really find out if he's going to become one of the top guys. I'm very excited to see, though, because I felt like his photos leading into the show were better than what he brought on stage. And I don't think it's because of lighting tricks and all that. It looks like they made some mistakes. Probably, and again, I'm just guesstimating here, but my assumption is they made some changes that didn't need to be made.
Okay.
And if they eliminate those, then that makes the battle for the Olympia qualification this weekend very interesting. Because James is dialed. You know, James is going to, assuming that James is going to bring in what he is here, he starts out as the front runner, but then knowing that Joe can make some tweaks that really could change his look could make it interesting. You know, like I haven't seen the scorecards, but I assume James was a solid second, probably straight second places. And then I don't know where Joe was in the calls, but you know, like his side shots. I mean, the three of them in that side chest, it's a difficult one to choose with all three of them.
Jeez, just look at how much I mean, they all three have crazy legs from the side. Look at the amount of pec that Joe has.
It's absurd.
It really is.
Yeah, when your front pec has the same roundness as the back one that has the shoulder driving into it.
Right?
You're muted. Ron, you're muted. Ron, you're muted.
That's my dog's barking. That's why I was muted. Also, the photos are bad. Like,
yes, they're
photos that we're showing you. Like, the reason we're not harping on them for conditioning, which is what the photos actually look like, is because they're terrible photos. And I saw a video of Nick and how hard he was, and I'm just going to leave the guys alone on condition because I think these pictures don't show their conditioning.
100% agree.
You know. Now, here's another shot. James doesn't look like he's opened up in the shot. But I also feel like I feel like James, there's been a bunch of back double shots where I feel like I just want to move his shoulder blades a little bit.
Okay.
Is that just me? Like I want to rotate.
I think that's how he hits
back.
it, Ron.
Yeah.
I just think that I don't know. I feel like there's a little bit left there to make him look better.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like his shoulder blades are kind of together a bit. Like he needs to rotate back more. You know, I've seen him in person, and that's just me again from photos. But yeah, I mean the back width I think would improve if with a tweak. But that's just me. What do I know? I'm not on the stage.
Yeah.
So
when I look at this, the one thing too I would say that jumped at me in the videos, which I can see in this rear double, is you gotta watch the injections, guys. I can see the right glute. It's shining at me. The left glute has
and the
one
left
too.
glute too.
Oh,
Both
yeah.
glutes.
You know, that's a pretty and it could have been something he did a long time ago, But you don't want to see that. Like, all these guys are doing the same thing to be that big, and no one else has a glaring thing telling me that that's what they've done.
Yeah, and you just don't want to give the judges an extra, like, anything to make them go, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
It's like
Because
having
it might be
gyno.
like dead tie. You got a dead tie, and then there's a like you don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, do your best to avoid that.
But it was an awesome show, and I loved seeing that the top group, like, they were all peeled. I mean, I will say, because before the show, I know I was joking on one of the shows we did, I don't know if it was ours, that it was funny that Patrick Moore said he was going to win the show. And although I still stand by that, he looked fantastic. He looked awesome. He's just...
Yeah, I saw his, like, individual video.
Yeah.
It looked real good. Like, these pictures are bad, man.
Yeah. He's done
Everyone
a
is
good
way
job.
more ripped than this.
Yeah. The videos were great. I also love that they put out individual videos of the guys, so you could see him moving.
Yeah.
I will say that Nick did not let his gut move once.
Good man.
The
Good
whole
discipline.
time. It was tight, which is
Very
awesome.
good discipline.
This
Very good.
picture here seems to be better all of a sudden. You notice that? The focus.
The athletes are in focus. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if it was an upload situation or if it was autofocus that was kept hitting the background instead of the subjects or
Right.
something.
Right.
Because these look like you can actually see, like I can zoom in on that, and that still looks
Look
pretty
at the
clear.
hams and adductors on Nick. It's
Yeah, ridiculous, man.
absurd.
Yeah, they're wild. He's got like that. He's one of the only guys, like, you know, Branch took that super wide stance because
Yeah.
he could.
You have
And
to have the
Nick's like-
adductors to do that.
Nick's like the only guy that can do that, like the same style as him. Because
Yeah.
on everyone else, it just looks dumb. Like their feet are wider than their shoulders. It's like, don't do that.
Yeah, and then their leg, they got thigh gap like crazy
Yeah,
because they don't
yeah.
have those adductors. I was going to say on the earlier comment, Ron, I think that Nick will win the rear double against Derek, and I think Derek will win the rear lat.
Okay,
Okay.
fair enough.
So that makes those two even in those shots. Yeah, I'm excited because I'm heading to Atlanta to actually go to the show since it's close, and
that's
because
awesome.
Ranya's doing the show, so I'm gonna go do some video for Mutant, which means I get
Okay.
a free hotel. Winning.
That's
fun. We get to hit that, so the women are up, and then them, and she's looking awesome. So looking forward to her. She got fourth at this, fourth or third. I didn't even look. Don't know. Fourth or third at this show. I just know because I was talking to her husband before the finals even happened.
Oh,
And she
so you
looked
kind of
awesome.
knew where she was.
Yeah, I knew where
yeah.
she was, but didn't follow through. I just kind of checked in with them, and I think once they kind of dial in exactly what the judges want from her, she's going to be winning a ton of these. Look at that shot.
Yeah,
Ugh.
absolutely.
So,
Hollingshead must be having a blast.
yeah.
No kidding, man.
I know how the British guys love coming to the States, and especially like Florida.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
going to Tampa from the UK. It's nice.
Change.
It's nice. Yeah, you see some palm trees. I don't know.
He tightened up the beard, by the way.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
He
Made
sure
the head look
did, didn't he?
smaller.
Tightened up the beard. Definitely a
wonder-
good move, James.
I wonder if that was a him, wife, or feedback.
Yes. Or if somebody's just like, you kind of look like you're homeless, but also running a good cycle.
You look like you walked off the set of The Revenant into a bodybuilding show.
Yes.
Or just finished plundering a village in Norway with the Vikings.
I do have to say one thing that we discussed at my house. It was funny. I don't know why Nick puts no color on his face.
Oh yeah, I wonder about that.
And guys, if you've got like a
He's probably got
reaction
some.
or it's no,
There's
it
none?
it was just his face. And look at this picture. Go
Yeah.
watch the videos.
Yeah, but I don't know the lighting.
All you got to do, guys, if you don't want to put color on your face, is really dark makeup. It'll do the
James's
same
head is
thing.
pretty. Yeah, James's head is pretty white, but he's probably still got a
Dude.
Tanner Pro 10 on there.
Yeah, there's some on there. Trust me. It was the only thing I was like, you know,
Almost
you're
gray,
confident.
just
Where you're
a
like,
light
I'm not going to
little-
put any on my face. It won't
Just
matter.
a light dust on the face. You got to do
Yeah,
something.
they just do the quick, shoo, and then you move on. But,
Close your eyes, hold your breath. You
done
know
that
how
a
it
lot.
works.
Exactly.
I sunscreen myself.
So shooting over to this weekend, what are your guys' thoughts? You've got James, you got Joe, and don't forget the first show of the year for Regan.
Oh,
Well, Regan is, in my opinion, got it all. Regan should be very, very dangerous to win this show. I mean, obviously, I'm a huge Hollingshead fan, and I think he's going to be the guy to beat in a lot of ways. But Regan, to me, coming into this, it's tough to stand next to him when he's at his best. And Hollingshead and him are a very interesting matchup. Like, you know, you look at like how Regan's done at the Olympia in the past and stuff like that. He hasn't quite cracked the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The top group, which, you know, makes a real good battle for him and James, you know. Regan's also huge. People think of Regan as pretty all the time.
Yeah, he's
like
awesome.
I hear people say, "Oh, Regan has such a pretty physique." I'm like, he's huge. He's like 300 pounds, pretty lean off season,
big dude.
and
Really
he's like
big dude.
6 feet tall at least, like a little bit bigger. Like he is a big dude. But people think because he's so pretty with the watch on and and looks good in normal clothes,
Yeah.
and Regan's got that, man. He's just got like,
Yeah, hate him.
forget how freaky I am and just.
Look at how pretty I am.
Look how pretty all this is. So you want to look like this, you want to dress like this. Like he's got all that, all that going for him. But don't sleep on how big he is. He's going to be crazy at this show. It's going to be a surprise. It's hard to compete with his physique when he is really dialed in. And I'm kind of hoping for a James Regan top 2 call out.
Just that would be fun.
Yeah.
One more call out, gentlemen. Regan
Yes.
and James to the middle. That would be like,
Yeah.
oh. And I'm a big fan of both those guys. And like I know there's a bunch of other great guys in the show, but that's just me talking.
Oh, hey, before we got too far away from Tampa, I wanted to give a shout out to, let me see if I pull this picture up, Amanda. So this is Dom Superslice's wife. She won first place in women's physique. She's brought
course she
her
did.
physique up tremendously. She
Great.
looked incredible.
Great look.
So yeah, shout out to her, and shout out to Dom. I
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
of that. I almost forgot. I was like, oh yeah, I want to give them a shout out. But he's working with Regan too, so I'm excited to see what they bring for sure. That's going to be
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah.
I will say that Sergio has nothing but phenomenal things to say about working with him.
Dom's
He's
awesome.
Like the detail, the attention to each athlete and every individual thing, helping with stress levels and things like that, which for a lot of these guys is an issue. He, from what everyone I've talked to has nothing but phenomenal things to say about him. So that also, I forgot that he was working with Regan, which makes the Regan story a little more scary.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. Shout out to my wife too, Victoria, as she's consulted with Dom for Amanda, talking about some of the female hormone side of things. So
Right.
it was Victoria was really excited to see Amanda do so well with that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
something
yeah.
that she's really been pushing for.
Yeah. Hey, we actually talked about contest coverage.
A little bit. I mean, there was
Consist-
a lot of divisions there, Ron. We were giving ourselves a lot
We
of credit.
only did 3
Yeah, but we
people
kept it
out of the
bundled. We
whole
kept it
show.
We kept it tightly bundled. We didn't
We didn't bring up
wander
sports or
too
television.
bad. I
That's a
didn't
good
mention-
point, Dusty. That's a good
Yeah.
point.
We stayed relatively locked.
I'm just saying, like
I
we
stayed
were
on
kind
one
of on
velo
topic.
the whole time.
Did you? Good
Yeah.
man.
I'm switching now.
But it's a
yeah.
9, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I only use 9s. I'm not a child.
How many nicotine pouches is that, and what time of day is it?
Oh, how many have I had today? God, probably 10. It's 2 o'clock.
Is there any too many nicotine patches or nicotine?
No, because I keep 5 in the house boxes at all times. So
I-
if I run out, I just get a new one.
I remember.
I take them before, right when I go to sleep now, I take my sleep aid, and then I put one in because I get cool dreams.
Little extra nicotine
So
stem.
every time you put one in your mouth. So I'm the type of person, I love my movies and TV references, right?
Yes.
And things get stuck in my head, I think, more than other people. Like a quote from a movie will be in my head my entire life. And there's a quote, there's a TV show that I loved called News Radio,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
right? It had Dave Foley and Phil Hartman, and Joe Rogan got a
Rogan,
start on
yeah.
the show, right? But there's an episode where Phil Hartman quits smoking.
Okay.
And he has a heart attack at the studio. And when they say, what happened, Phil? He's like, well, it's those nicotine patches. And they're like, well, how many were you using? He's like, well, I put them all around my waist like a belt.
That would be me.
So that episode, and then he's trying to quit smoking. So he snaps and yells at people like a couple times. It's super funny, right? Because he's so irritable. But Phil Hartman at his best in that episode. But every time Dusty puts what are they called? Velo. You put a velo in your mouth. I think, I put them all around my waist like a belt. I just can't help myself. So yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. When you say I'm on my 20th pouch for the day, I'm like, what's the limit? Let's find out. Like,
I'll be the one that finds out. I'll let you know.
Dusty's doing an experiment.
I do it for the people. I want to make sure that they know what not to do later.
Don't be the reason that they have to put a little warning.
Right.
Like,
there is a limit.
Dusty's going to get these things banned.
They're called the Dusty Law, and it got passed. Like, like when those like laws get passed because of one kid or something.
Yeah.
The Dusty Law got passed today. You have to put a warning on those things.
Tough loss.
Yeah, you can only open it 20 times a day, and then it cuts you off.
Got a lock.
Yeah,
I just take a couple at a time.
Yeah, I found a workaround. Yeah. Okay.
Good stuff.
I'm glad you're with us, and apparently mentally acute.
Yeah, I'm locked.
So, okay.
So you're calling you're calling Nick Walker then for the Olympia, huh, Dusty?
Oh yeah, Dusty was going to do this.
Yeah. I wanted to make my stand here well before anyone else, and I have reasonings. Okay. First off, I have Nick winning, which I can also say, and I've obviously always been friends and always been a fan of Nick. But this is the first time I've ever said that, where I was like, I think Nick will win. I will say this. I've been to so many Olympias, I don't even know how many of the shows. And a few weeks ago, I was like, let's go to a Vegas show, Olympia night. Like, I always go. I don't care. And after the Tampa, I was like, never mind.
Okay.
If Nick wins the Olympia, I want to be there when the roof blows off the place, because it will. But my reasoning is this. Number one, like I said, he looked like he was wearing a suit of armor. And this is their first crack together. And it was his best ever. So you got that. Number two, Samson and his wife's situation, it doesn't work for me. I think it's a roll of the dice. And I'm a huge fan of Samson. I think he's the scariest bodybuilder there is right now if he was nailing it.
Yeah.
But the history tells me I shouldn't count on that.
Consistency.
The consistency is the inconsistency. Andrew, I would definitely be thinking could win this whole thing, except the Kamal factor. And I know that Kamal, he learned from him, but it's like, if I take my clients to the gym for a week and train with them, they're going to take what they can into the next week, but I'm not there anymore.
So, so what's going on with that? He's not training. Kamal was training him in the gym.
I mean, Cito obviously is still overseeing the diet, but Kamal was training him, physically training him.
And Aceto said to us when we saw him that he thought that was the big change.
Yeah.
When his whole physique lit up is when Kamal came in, and he's not there now. So that's a question mark. And then for me, the only thing I'll say with Derek, and obviously he's phenomenal, and his Arnold was the best I've seen, is just I don't see him as a slam the door winner now. And when I think of Derek and the shows he's seen, and I think of what I just saw from Nick, if I smash them side by side, I just think that Nick probably has the edge. So
I think that because I was thinking the other day, I was thinking about the show. I actually do think about the show before I come online in the morning.
Just doesn't ask what we're going to do.
But I was thinking that this might be
inside joke,
the most unsure Olympia.
Yeah.
Okay. Obviously, we come from the era where we're like, Dorian's got it, Ronnie's got it, Jay's got it. Like, there was all this like, oh, it's probably going to win, And now we're in that era where it's like, who's going to win? So it's been crazy. But I think this might be the most unsure because of these factors. Kamal's gone from the Jack camp. Nick has a new coach and just looked like that. Derek, had that Arnold look, which that's a pretty much win any show you enter against anyone you enter against look. But didn't quite recapture it for the O, even though he won. So there's just some what's going to happen. And I think this might be the most of that vibe that I can remember in recent history, at least.
Let me throw a couple more factors at you. So Derek hasn't competed this season, right?
Right.
Before, he competed through the season multiple times.
Into the
did the Arnold, all that. So that's a factor. Also, do you guys remember
make him better?
Possibly, right? Because that, like, historically, it's hard. There's only been him, a couple other people who've done the Arnold successfully and the Olympia.
Yeah, him, Ronnie, and Jay, the only people.
And Brandon Curry.
Yeah, Brandon Curry, yeah.
What about this? Do you guys remember that? So Andrew Jack, when he was like super on the hype train, everybody was like, oh, Andrew, he's going to be the next Mr. O. He had so much confidence at the Olympia last year. And then in the interviews, he was saying, like, this isn't my day job. Like, I don't, like, this isn't as, he wasn't as excited. Versus if you talk to Nick Walker, like, this is Nick Walker's dream. If the devil came up to Nick Walker and he was like, hey, if you sell your soul to me, I'll give you the Olympia.
Oh, he already did that.
It's yours. Yeah, maybe he already did. Who knows? That, like, Nick would be like,
actually, his mom cut the deal for him.
Yeah, exactly. she also got him to throw in a most muscular and a fan's favorite.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. His mom's like, I ran into Satan in the bathroom. I cut a deal for you. Don't worry about it, kid. Yeah. And he's like, huh? What?
Nick wants this. Like, Nick wants this bad.
For your own
talk
good.
to Derek, right? Derek wants this bad.
Yeah.
And Andrew, I don't know. How bad does Andrew want it?
And then it becomes the old, like, is that the advantage?
Yeah,
like,
is the fact that he's so laid back that means he has no stress.
Yeah,
you got that.
Okay,
you got that one. You got that one quarterback that's like, we just had a new baby. Everything's good. Let's go see how this Super Bowl goes.
John Daly did okay with that.
Just sailing him in,
right? Just like looking at his phone in between quarters.
Is that John Candy?
Texting his mom. Yeah, the John Candy story, right? The John Candy, perfect. The Montana. I love that. Right? You never know. Everyone else like, I'm going to die to win. And Jack's like, yeah, I'm looking pretty good.
That's not too shabby.
Could be, man. Could be. But, hey, we also saw, though, working with Kamal, that pushed him harder. And you guys know, just through your own training, through coaching, and I can tell you that just in my experience working with athletes over the years, it's the guys that train the hardest that look the best. That it's easiest to diet the guys that are going to destroy themselves in the gym, right?
All the time.
Man. So much easier. I wanted to throw in one more factor for you guys, though, too, which is either a positive or a negative, which is Derek has decided to take the stance of I am the champion and you're not beating me.
Okay.
Right.
And I think if you believe that through and through, it's good. I think if it becomes a question mark at some point, you realize your mouth has been writing some big checks.
Right, you gotta back that up.
Like you're creating an option for people to point and laugh when you fail.
Right.
If you don't have the mindset. So I'm not saying that it's one or the other.
Yeah.
From talking to Derek on the show and seeing one of the shows, I feel like he is very confident in that. But it's just a factor. What I would love to see, which we won't, but I would love to see, is all of them at their all-time best. And if that happens, then I immediately go, oh, shit, Samson's a problem.
I think what you're saying, though, Dusty, about Derek is that if the wolf on the top of the hill isn't as hungry, is he going? Ron caught that one.
Which I do think that he's, and I think part of that could be the opposite, is if you run these things and you say these things, it does push you to back him up. But I'm unsure of which side it is, because I don't know Derek well enough to know his personality.
Because you know what? If the wolf on the top of the hill is hungry, he eats.
The food is always there to be eaten. Yeah, let's see. It's interesting. So, and I'm sure it'll all fall apart and we'll be wrong on everything like always. But
right.
I like to very early chew my shots. And as soon as I saw the Gilco video of Nick, I went, oh, the Olympia just changed.
Oh, dude, Gilco's doing such an incredible job. Like, where technology is today with video. Like, it's so incredible, man.
I'll say this, because I offended him a few years ago, because he was altering the lighting and stuff manually, which you do on photo shoot pictures. It's completely normal. Like, I used to take pictures. They'd have a big television in there, and they'd snap the picture. You'd see it, and then they would have a singular alteration for all the you know, the hues and the grain and all these things happen. So you'd see the picture, and then it'd go, and then it would be the finished picture. You know what I mean? And I said, I was like, man, I love these photos, but it's not what the guys look like.
Okay.
And now, and you know, of course, he was smart. He's the most popular guy, and he's got all the jobs. He told me to piss off, which I agree. But I don't feel that way. Like, when I see the pictures he's putting out, they're just so perfect, but it is what was happening. Yeah. They're crystal clear as day. You're seeing the guys for how they look, and I love what he's doing. So now it's funny, because he's done a couple of the shows I've had clients, and they're like, should I do that? I'm like, yes, spend whatever it costs. And it's not even that expensive. He's doing like short videos of guys for like a couple $100. I'm like,
that's
oh my
incredible.
God.
Who's this?
I'd want that.
Gilco.
Oh,
yeah. When he does the big shows in the States, like Nationals, USA's and all that, to buy like the video of yours is very inexpensive, and it's worth triple what he's charging. I would pay. I'd pay $500. No, wouldn't blink.
You reminded me, Dusty. I've had clients that have done, you know, amateur guys that have done pro-am shows where he's doing the video and the pictures. And like, if he's there, if he's shooting that, then you're definitely in for a treat as far as like what you're going to get out of it. That, in fact, I would call that a reason to, like, if you're trying to pick a show in your local area,
I'd pick him.
And it happens to be one that Gilco's doing, yeah, I would do that show.
Yeah. Anybody who's watching this, no matter where you're at in your career, even if you're not coming to win the Nationals or whatever, get it. You'll still want this version and that quality. So
yeah, you want to show your kids that.
So,
is there an Instagram to follow for this guy?
For Gilco? Yeah, it's let me just look it up real quick.
I'm just wondering if I'm following him already.
He's phenomenal, dude.
It's Gilco Productions.
Gilco Productions. Yep.
Yeah.
Everything he puts out is awesome.
I don't think anybody watching our show probably isn't following him. He's got more followers than we do. But yeah, I'm looking at his pictures now, man. I'll get that video of Nick up now too, because that was pretty freaking awesome. Just beautiful color and everything.
Yeah, so awesome. So Scott, what do we say we get into some lies? Let's reach into our pocket and pull out some lies.
I brought a fun one for you today. So today, and you know, by the way, we had a little investment made in the show. I unplugged my headphones. Give me just a second here. We got technical difficulties. I reinvested in some good new tape. Okay. Now like this is in part AI, but this is in part me, and this is not in any particular order, but this is the 10 lies that bodybuilders tell. And that's lies that we may tell ourselves, lies that we may tell others.
I want to know how many I'm guilty of. I'm excited.
Yeah, I want to see what I do and what I don't do, and then we can add a few that we think of.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Yes,
10 lies. 10 lies that bodybuilders tell.
And guys, at home, if you're going to think of anything to add to this list, or
maybe
along. You've said some of
play
the stuff,
along,
definitely.
Everyone.
Yeah. Yes. So number 10, it's mostly water.
Yes.
I think it's a lie that when you're early in your career, you don't even know you're telling. Because you think it's mostly water.
It's also a fallacy that just got perpetuated by everyone for so long. Like, oh, he's got to pull water. No, you're still fat.
Yeah.
Like,
actually, pulling water will make you look fatter because
you look flatter. No, you're flatter and fatter. Like the years and years of contest prep have taught me that you just have to diet someone until they don't look like they need to drop water.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's what being in shape is, that you don't look like you have to drop water. You know what I mean?
I warn clients, and I'm sure you guys do the same, that to come in the way you need to win, you will have multiple people in your life and at the gym tell you you're ready too early.
Yes,
and
you're not.
Yeah, dude, that's so true.
That's the worst. That's another lie.
Yeah, that's a lie they tell you.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
All right, number 9 is... I'm only taking a little, bro.
TRT++. Tren RT. I'm on just on Tren RT.
It's just a little trend. Replacement.
Here's one I heard the other
levels.
day. Here's one I heard the other day. Oh no, I just do TRT now, man. Yeah, and it's 300 test.
We're already on TRT.
50 Tren enanthate. Just a little bit of long acting Tren, just to really it's so little though.
It's like barely enough
Your
to retain
doctor
the
said
tissue.
you take that Tren.
Barely enough to make
At
to
my
tip the
size.
anabolic scale.
Yeah. You know, at
And
your
then,
size, you gotta.
And then 100 primo to control estrogen.
And DHT is really beneficial. It's for health mainly.
Right, for health. They don't want to be imbalanced. I'm like, okay, so you got 450 milligrams a week with 50 milligrams of it being Tren enanthate.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's for real? You heard that?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a
you're
real.
gonna
That
tell
guy
me.
told me he's
Yeah.
cruising. He's just cruising. I just cruise.
Just cruise.
And I'm like, you're on 450. That's like my.
That's a cycle.
That's like
Kiddo.
yeah, it's a cycle. You're on a cycle. You're on 3 compounds.
Yeah. All right, number 8. Let's see if we can get the tape off here.
That's good tape. Good. Did we buy good tape too? Nice.
The diet starts Monday.
Oh yeah. Does
You know,
it?
That's actually a rule I have from competitors. Is we
Yeah.
start your prep
Yes.
16 or 20 weeks out from the show, meaning the day. So if your show's on a Thursday, your diet starts on a Thursday morning 20 weeks out. Not on a Monday the following week, full 20.
I take a bit of the opposite approach. If their show's 16 weeks out, I like to try to start them on the 16 and almost 17 weeks out. I start them on Monday.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, eat like an asshole this weekend. It's your last chance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You've said too, Dusty, I've heard you say this, that if you really want something, you're ready to start it now. You don't need to
Yes.
okay, let's get this diet going. I'm really pumped, man. I'll start it next week.
Should want to start it.
Yeah.
I love it when people come to me and they're like, I'm like, well, you're you're going to be 20 weeks out, so we should start your diet. And they're like, oh, I already cleaned everything up. Like my wife and I stopped, we got rid of the snacks and we're already late. I'm like, oh, fuck, awesome.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's it's a good
We'll
sign.
finish the start.
The only thing
yeah.
I don't want them to do is try to impress me by I'm going to start with you, on this particular date, and then I find out they've been doing a bunch of cardio.
Crash dieting for 4 weeks.
Crash dieting because they're trying to get
T3
themselves
and
looking
cleanse.
good.
You ruined everything.
Right, yeah. All right, next one, number 7, in no particular order. Oh, my labs are perfect, bro. They're always perfect.
I've had that where
They're
guys
not.
type me their numbers, and I go, just send me the labs because I want to see all of them. They'll send me the things they think I want to see. I'm like, send me the labs, and they're like, and I'm like, they have to give them to you. They're yours legally.
Yeah.
Send the whole sheet.
Yeah.
A lot of that. That's true.
Labs are perfect.
Yeah.
All right, number 6. What do we got
I've
here?
never had perfect labs. So
I know
that's a
one of
lie.
these. Okay, so this there's a little bit of overlap with number 9. I'm only taking a little, and that is I'm only on TRT.
There you go.
Ron covered that one.
That's it. Yeah.
You know what's funny about that, guys, is before you flip the next one. So I was self-prescribing TRT at 200 milligrams, and then got my blood work done, and my doctor was like, "You got to bring that down."
Yeah.
He's like, "I could see you at 125 a week to keep you in the natural where you need to be," and he's like, "If you want to see your hematocrit and everything where it's supposed to be,
Yep.
come down." So I had to go down to 125 to actually be in TRT zone.
Yeah.
I was still over 1,000 on 200 milligrams of test. He's like,
Because when I do, remember I told you guys when I was doing 200 mil, and everyone argues about half-lives and stuff. Remember I talked about my blood work? I was doing 200 cypinate, and I was at the very top of normal range for a long time, a couple of blood works.
Okay.
And then I got a bottle of enanthate because the guy was like, oh, I'm out of sip, so I grabbed some enanthate. And then I got my blood work done, and I was way above normal. And I was like, oh, wow, is that just the half-life of the enanthate? Because a lot of people say they're the same.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I don't know. They were piling up on me because I looked like I was on 500 mgs a test. And I was like, oh, wow, my test levels are twice as high as they were on SIP.
1,500.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was over 1,000, way over 1,000. And I was like, oh, wow, I feel pretty good.
And that's the thing too with UGL.
I had to drop that down.
there's so many variables between.
Yeah,
like
you're doing you a favor, making it
Yeah.
a little more dosed, right?
Yeah,
Make
is there
stuff
that
good.
or
Was your other underdosed and you didn't know?
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
There's that, or is it MCT oil or cottonseed? All that's going to change
How
the
fast.
speed release.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, next one, number 5. It's all muscle, bro. Which kind of overlaps, I guess, doesn't it? With it's mostly water. There's kind of. But the opposite can be like I gained 20 pounds on my last cycle, and it's all muscle, bro.
I think that's where most of the confusion comes in.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, no.
It's not. You got a few pounds. Even if you got a few pounds of ground beef to slap on your delts and quads and back, that's a pretty good year.
Yeah.
You know.
What do you guys think an average year is? Like
Once you've been doing it for a
Once
while,
we've been doing it for a while.
Yeah,
fucking
not
4
like
to 6 pounds.
Yeah, I was going to say
Yep.
5 pounds of actual stage weight is like a great year. Great
Yeah,
year.
phenomenal.
That's why I think it's a huge mistake. And I've seen it in a lot of people. I've seen it in clients. I try to get them not to do it. But where they are like projecting way ahead of time. Yeah, I'm going to be like 6-7 pounds heavier than last year.
Yeah, how do we know that?
Or 9 pounds heavier than last year. I'm like, don't get those numbers in your head because you should be the weight where you look the best. And if you have this number in your head, like let's say you're like, I'm going to be 240 on stage, and then you're like 240 and you're not quite ready yet. Now you feel like you're disappointed, but you might look incredible.
Yeah.
Like just drop 5 more pounds. Now you look incredible, but I want her to be like, they get hung up on these numbers.
It's funny because I had a guy, actually, guys, a few weeks ago. I'm prepping for a show, and he's probably 12 weeks out right now. But I could tell there was a hint of worry in his weight at 16 weeks out. And I said, I know what to do here. So I sent him pictures of Jay from 06 and 09.
Okay.
And I said, God, can you believe how much size Jay put on between 06 and 09? He's like, it's crazy. I said, how much weight do you think that is?
Yeah.
He's like, it's got to be at least 10, 15 pounds. I said, it is. He weighed 10 to 15 more pounds in 06.
What?
And then his brain exploded. I was like, I need you to stop worrying about the scale.
Yeah.
We're way harder than you were before. I have no idea what you're going to weigh, but I do know you're going to be the best you've ever been. And if it's fucking 8 pounds lighter than you were, I don't care. The judges, trust me, the judges never ask. Before we pick the final result, Dusty, were you the heaviest one up there? Because I know you got the ugliest physique, but I think you're the heaviest, so let's move you up a placing or two.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, you weren't 260 this year, eh? I'll mark you down.
5th.
I remember I was thinking of this, Ron, when you were talking about projecting out. That I told you guys when we recorded for the Transparent podcast that my first cycle was 15 milligrams D-ball, and I did gain 20 pounds of scale weight. I kept 10 pounds of that, which I thought was really good. Obviously, that was the first cycle, right?
Yeah.
That said, I started projecting out. I was like, okay, so if I could do that with 15 milligrams of D-ball,
Right.
I just need to do that several more times. Like,
Or if you go to 30 milligrams,
it's real easy
20
to do
pounds
what
of cut
Arnold did.
muscle. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's
So
really
in
easy.
2
to do
years,
it.
I'll be a pro. Perfect.
Yeah, that's exactly. I was like, so I'll get to be like Arnold size in no time. I just have to do this like just several more times. I'll
Like
be
7,
ready.
8 cycles be huge.
Yeah,
Done.
yeah. All right, next one, number 4 is no particular order. I'm taking a deload next week, bro.
No, you're not.
Do you know how I used to deload?
Just take a
Don't
week
go
off.
to the gym.
Yeah.
I had just the hardest time because what
Yeah.
happens is you go in there with the right mentality, and then you're feeling good,
Yeah,
and then you enjoy lifting weights, and
Or you
next
work
thing
in
you
with
know,
somebody.
you're
they're
gripping
pushing.
and ripping, and you're 3 days into your deload.
yeah,
Yeah. My deloads were always, I've talked about how I just had 2 speeds, right? So my deload was always, this first speed, which was 0.
Yeah.
And then the other speed is 110%. So I didn't have any middle ground, which might have been useful.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Didn't have it either. It's hard.
Yeah, I feel like that's the thing too, and I always try to tell people that I'm working with, like, guys, if we're doing this deload, we're going to really commit to it. Now, after you've done this for 3 days, you're going to tell yourself, like, I'm ready to, you know what I'm saying? Because if
Yeah.
you're not familiar with the process, and that's what we want, we want you to be like absolutely freaking clawing at the walls by the
Yeah, to be in
time
the gym.
yeah, the next Monday comes around or whatever it
Yeah.
is. All right, number 3. in no particular order. Oh, I got this tape on there really good this time.
What kind of tape?
Oh, bro, I'm only here for an hour. Just an hour workout.
Well, for a lot of us, that's would be accurate, but not me. I have an hour of taking breaks between sets.
Yeah. You ever know a guy?
Ron actually was probably an hour guy. I believe
Were you?
that. I've trained with him.
You know, there was no. It's funny. I remember there being a phase where I was like, it's weird. All my workouts take an hour 20. I remember like thinking that at one point. An hour 20 was like
Didn't
my
matter
magic.
what you were training.
Because so many times I'd look at the clock and be like, oh, an hour 20. And I'm just about to do my last set. That's weird. Hour 20 again. That's weird. It was like this weird pace I had in my head that just felt right. You know how Dusty, how you say your attention span only lasts like
Maximum
maximum
yours is an hour 20.
Yours is like 8 total sets.
Yeah.
Mine's like an hour 20, and then I'm like, I need to be done here. Like, there's not like how much
How much more damage can I do?
Yeah.
So-
yeah.
I think part of it too is like if you're in for that hour and 20, are you actually in the gym for an hour and 20? Or you're
Right.
just that's the actual time that you're working out. That's not including the like getting to the gym, getting yourself ready, maybe doing a little bit of cardio for
Yeah,
you're
workout
counting
time for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, workout time.
My
yeah.
workouts are 8 minutes long if you're counting just working sets.
You just time the sets.
I trained
Yeah.
for 8 minutes today.
It's like when you do bike sprints. You're like, I did 3 total minutes of sprinting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had somebody tell me that, by the way, Ron. I was telling him that we use the Echo bike. And I said, I do hit on that. And he goes, me too. He goes, do about 30 minutes. I'm like, it's not hit then.
Yeah.
Right.
You're not doing 30 minutes
You're
the
not
way
doing
that I
30
did
minutes.
12.
Yeah. Or 8.
Yeah.
Because I do, 30 seconds all out, 90 seconds cruise, and I do 3 total minutes of all out.
I vary
That's a
it a
lot.
bit. It
Math is.
depends
That's
on.
even a
Depends
lot.
on. I kind of mix it up. I was reading about like different sprint
A lot of
times.
people do 20% or 20 seconds in, but 30 to me was like, it's just because it's easier for me to watch the clock.
Right. I did. I also look at like average heart rate over the course of the whole time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I did 10 minutes the other day where I sprinted all out for 15 seconds, 45 seconds, super slow sprint, and like minute to minute.
Oh,
so it was
God,
10,
that'd be awful.
10, 15 second max out sprints. And the heart rate stayed very elevated for the entire 10 minutes because like 45 seconds isn't enough to really like.
I got to know, like, how much harder was it to maintain the RPMs at minute 5?
I look at the wattage.
Okay,
I
that's
look at my
watts.
my
That's
wattage,
watts,
right?
yeah.
So I'm trying to hit 700 watts at least on every sprint.
Right.
And again, each bike seems to be different. Some are easier to hit that on.
Yeah.
But try to get that number to tip to 700 during the sprint at all times.
It's
And the
gotta
first
get harder and
first
harder.
several sprints, I blast through to like 8 even, 8 plus.
Yeah.
And then it starts to like, I barely get to
Now
7.
you're
and
fighting for the 7.
trying to get to 7, 685, 687, fuck, you know? And I try to break through to 700 watts on every sprint. But
Everyone
yeah,
should do that. It's
tough.
the only thing I've ever done in bodybuilding that I dread when I'm walking up. I'm like, this
You know
is
what the
about to
weird-
beat my ass.
the
and I
weird
love it.
thing though, it's the only cardio where like when I start to get near the end of it, I fucking feel great.
Oh,
Because you've got
yeah.
all those all that like brain chemistry stuff from the sprints. Like I hate doing it. I'm like, let's go upstairs and just
Yeah.
But man, I have to talk myself into it, but it's good. A little bit of a runner's high, is that what that would be?
I think so. Yeah. I'm not timing myself. I'll give myself like a chunk of time.
I'm
Like,
not
gonna
giving
do this for-
myself boundaries.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
parameters.
So
I
what
do
I'll do
that.
is I'll
No
set it for
parameters.
like, okay, I'm gonna do this for 25 minutes,
Feels.
and I'll warm up, and I'll get up to the point. And I'm doing this on the rower, and I'll
Okay.
warm up to like basically a hard sprint. I carry that out basically till I can't breathe anymore, and then I slow it way down, and I try
Nice.
to catch my breath. And then once I've caught my breath again, I'm like, I think I'm ready to go. I'm up for this again. I'll go up again. I just try to keep it as high intensity through the whole session as long as I can.
I think if I
taking
did that,
breaks
Scott,
when needed.
I would actually do less.
You think so?
Because, like I was just saying with Ron, like the first round, you get done with the 30, the 90 seconds, you're waiting. You're waiting to get up to the next 30. By the 5th 30,
Yeah.
You're not waiting anymore. You're like, fuck, it's coming. It's coming. I got
coming
the
fast.
zombie coming right behind me. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to go yet. Shit, all right, let's go.
I can see that. For where I'm at, I like it. It gives me, it's like less pressure, and it allows me to still freaking push as hard as I can. And then, you know, when I'm done, I'm like, oh, it's 30 minutes already. All right, cool. I'm done, you know?
I prefer that in half the time. That's the other thing. You get back to that attention span. I'm
Yeah.
done.
And I got to have music. I'll listen to a podcast doing cardio on the treadmill, but I got to have music when I'm on the road.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I have very specific music that goes on before you get
I
on the fucking bike.
don't listen to anything but music. I've never ever listened to anything.
I watch movies when I ride the regular bike.
Do you?
Yeah.
I can hold
Treadmill.
a speed on the bike, no problem. But once you're on that Echo, it's like I need to be trying to keep up with the music.
Yeah.
Not like if I was in the gym and I was depending on AJ and his weird music choices, it's no good. It's no good.
What can I ask you? Here's a sidebar question.
Yeah.
Doing contest prep, doing all the cardio. Have you ever watched like something very extensive? Like I my last show, I watched all of Star Trek: The Next Generation on the treadmill.
Wow.
9 seasons. It's like 178 episodes, I think. And I watched all of them on the treadmill. And I finished it like the week of my show as well.
That's great timing.
Which is really crazy. Yeah.
You know, I used to watch when I was still competing. I was young enough that the like Machiavelli motivational videos, I'd be doing those on the treadmill because Chris never had me do hard cardio. I was always walking.
Yeah.
So I think I needed those because the walking was so easy that I needed something to keep me locked in on what I was doing. Whereas when you're doing harder cardio, you're forced to be locked in. I think you're kind of screwed.
Right.
Dusty, if you could go back, would
I would do
you
harder
put?
cardio.
Would you, like in your off
yeah.
season and stuff? Would you have added that in?
I'm doing it
Yeah.
now and I love it. Like we, I own a bunch of cardio equipment and now I'm going to buy another bike for the house because I really like the Life Fitness bikes. Because I know exactly which resistance I like to set it at and what RPMs I can hold with effort, and I could find those on Marketplace for like $300-400. And I'm going to add another one to the house, so I'll have a bike, a Peloton, and an Echo in my cardio room, and then the treadmill and the inversion table, which is a godsend. If you don't have an inversion table, people buy one. It's amazing.
Hey, shout out to this guy, Max, one of our listeners.
Oh, he looks fucking awesome. Max.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He does. It's his Instagram
like
is
him, the
Max
waist.
Podkawa. And he messaged me. You know how you get those messages and they go to like your other folder?
Yeah.
And he
All the
messaged
time.
me the other week and I found it. And actually, no, this one was just yesterday. And he said, "Hey, Scott, just want to say I'm doing my first show soon. And I've been listening to your podcast like 5 hours a day." So there you go.
Damn.
That's awesome. He looks awesome.
Getting him
dude.
through his cardio.
That's a hell of a look for your first show, bro.
Right? Yeah. I think he said he's doing men's physique too.
Of course
All right.
he is. I hate those guys. They're great physiques.
Let's see what else we got here. Ron's frozen
Yeah,
up on me.
really?
Yeah. Is Ron frozen up on you?
Yeah, but now he's
Am
moving.
I?
He's good.
I'm moving.
Okay.
I'm good.
All right.
He's back.
I
I think he
so we
just
have-
wasn't moving.
We got two left. And like I said, these are in no particular order, so hopefully I don't let you guys down here. I'm going to take some time off after this.
Guilty.
Really?
Dude, so guilty. And I'll tell you guys why. So back then, I had 3 hernias fixed at one time after I won the Border States. So 3 hernias fixed. And back in the day, it was a longer process. When you had hernias fixed, it was not a quick... I was
3
back in the
weeks.
gym in a month after my last one. They're like, "Oh, you're good to go." Like any restrictions? Like, fuck no, do whatever you want. So I was out for over 2 months. And at that point in my life, my mental stability leaned on training. So I got small and fat. So I had I don't remember the exact numbers now, but I'm going to give you a roundabout. I think I was 285, 287 was the biggest I'd ever been before the surgery. And then when I came out, I was like 245 and fat. And then as soon as I came back in, I went right on cycle. and started blasting the gym, and I hit 297 before the cycle was over. Biggest I'd ever been. Joints felt great. Everything felt great. And I said to myself, I will take a month off every year after I compete, every single time, and I never did it. Not once. Not once. I don't think I ever made it a week when I was like just getting after a show because I was too amped. I'm like, I'm going to take a week off to like 3 days in. I remember Chris actually made me one year because I told Chris, I said, hey, I'm going to take 2 weeks off. And he's like, all right, we'll just keep sending pictures and stuff. So after like 3 days, I sent him my pictures. I'm like, dude, I can't not wait to get back in the gym. And he's like, sounds like this is disrupting your life. And I'm like, it is. He goes, go back to the gym. And I started on day 4. I was like, okay. I just needed someone that I paid money to tell me it was a good idea to break my own promise.
Right. Yeah. So, I've taken a full month off a couple times because of like nags and injuries that wouldn't go away. And I just got fed up and I was like, month off. And I remember, well, obviously like forced to take time off with some injuries, but the month off, a couple times I did, like right before I started my prep one year, I took an entire month off. I was just sick and tired of my elbow hurting and my fucking knee hurting, and I was just like, both ends, elbow and knee, month off, everything. If I'm going to do a prep, I got to be healthy.
Yep.
So I just was tired of trying to rehab shit. I just took a month off, and guess what? Everything went away.
I
remember I started my prep, and I was like, oh, there we go. Imagine that.
You'd do it again next time, and you didn't.
Yeah, and I put up with. I remember that year I put up with those nags like for multiple years in a row. Put up with the constant on and off nagging, and then I finally just took time off. Who would have guessed?
Shocking.
Yeah,
if you have the discipline, people take the time off, but we.
That's by Sean Connery. Shocking.
Oh, I like it.
That's good, actually.
In Goldfinger, when he swipes the lamp into the tub, the guy's in the tub, and he swipes the lamp in, and the guy electrocutes the guy, and then he just puts his coat on. Shocking.
For me, Sean Connery is always going to be Alcatraz movie. What was that? The Rock.
The Rock.
Oh, yeah.
That's something a fucking loser would say. A winner fucks the prom queen.
Yeah, winner goes home and fucks the prom queen. Yeah,
she was the prom queen.
Yeah.
All right.
Last but not least, hopefully, like I said, I'm hoping that this one isn't anticlimactic.
This one better be good.
Oh no, this is a good one, and it's different than the others. I don't really care what I weigh.
That's what you say when the scale's dipping lower than you wanted it to.
Yeah, we throw it away.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a funny one. Yes, you do.
I had a great one actually, guys, yesterday, because I've never had this happen in my entire life in person. I'm training legs yesterday, and I said, "Yeah, I want to cut down some weight. My body keeps wanting to be heavy, so I'm dieting. I'm eating 7 ounces of protein at a time now.
Yeah,
like I'm trying to get the weight down." And my training partner goes, "What are you weighing now? Like 240?" And I just laughed, and I said, "A little higher than that." He's like, "Really?" And I said, "Yeah, it was 268, and I've dropped 7 pounds since I started this diet." He goes, "I'm not usually that far off." And I told Nikki about it. I said, at some point in my career, that would have been earth-shattering.
Right.
Yeah.
It just made me laugh. I was like, but he could tell. I was like, I don't care. But it was very funny because I'm like, usually people guess me higher in person. They'll be like, "Oh God, what are you, like 300?" And I'm like, "God, no, I haven't been that in years." But he was. I'm like, I haven't seen 240 since my coma.
Right. I saw somebody. I saw somebody the other day. They dropped by my gym. I hadn't seen them in years, and they were in town. And like, I'm swinging by your gym, so I went down to say hi. And the first thing he said, he goes, "Oh my God, you've lost so much weight." Ooh. And it didn't even
bother you at all. Yeah, you're like, yeah I have.
I go, "Yeah, man, I feel great." And then we chatted, and he laughed. He's like, "Oh, you look good. You look really good. Like, you're so lean, and you feel good. Like, how's the hip?" He's asking me these questions. And then afterwards, I was like, wow, like, that would have super upset me before. But I was like, oh, yeah, you haven't seen me for a while. Yeah, I lost a lot of weight. Like it was just funny. I'm like, am I maturing?
Yeah. No. You just stop bodybuilding. You're not mature.
I can relate to that.
Let's fucking ease up here, kiddo. You're really reaching for the stars here.
Am I not like totally tied with my identity to my physique? Am I more than just a shell of meat?
I like to pretend I am, but I'm not.
We were talking to it was Victoria's dad, my father-in-law, and he said it like in passing. He was like, "Oh, the boy looks like." I walked by or something. And she's talking. She's like, "The boy looks really fit. He looks really healthy." And then the next time we got on FaceTime, he was like, "You look real skinny. Like, what are you?" And he meant it as a compliment. What are you doing? You look really like what's going on?
Ozempic.
Yeah. And then Victoria said afterwards, she was like, "Now you gotta understand when my dad says that, like what he really means." And I was like, "You're like, I don't care." No, I am. I lost a lot of weight. I'm down.
I had that in reverse when I was younger. Before I was bodybuilding, but I was lifting. I got sick and then I got lazy at one point.
Yeah.
And my girlfriend at the time, which was my first wife, eventually, we went to her grandmother's house. And right when I walked in, she goes, "Oh my God, did you get sick? You look small." I've never gotten to the gym so fast the next day. Yeah. Because old people are like young people, like kids. They don't try to be mean. They're just being honest.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was true. And I owed her a lot because my ass got back to the gym and back eating food. That day I was eating, and the next day I was in the gym. I was crushed.
Her voice was echoing in your head.
Dude, I heard it.
You didn't miss meals after that.
Yeah, no.
Here's a question for you. Obviously, the king of weight loss in a short period of time is Dusty with the coma.
Yes, I win. I win.
But I remember vividly, because I was working at the bar at the time, and I remember the numbers because I remember it was a big deal that I had hit 245.
Okay.
I remember I was a young guy working at the bar. I would have been like maybe 19 or something like that. 18.
Fucking enormous 19, but go ahead.
Yeah, it was big for me. But I remember I hit 245 because my boss was 245. So I remember the convo because he's like, "Oh, you're getting big as me now." But he was like 6'6". So he's like, "Oh, we're the same weight now." I remember that. And then I remember getting so sick that I missed like a whole week of work.
Okay.
Brutal vomiting, terrible stomach flu, like my mom getting worried, like
hospital stays possibly.
and like, if you don't keep this liter of Gatorade down, I might have to take you to the hospital, like that sort of. And then like days of like just feeling horrible after when the vomiting stopped. Like I was real sick. Cleared up. I weigh myself. I remember being 219.
Oh, that's a drop.
Yeah. So 245 to 219.
You win.
And I remember I hadn't hardly eaten a single thing for days and days, and I vomited so much.
Yeah.
And I remember going back to work, and my staff shirt was like loose on me.
Yeah.
And I remember everyone, like it was like a Friday night, and I'm back at work, working, bouncing, right? And everyone was like, "Whoa, you look small. Holy, did you lose? But what happened?" Like, and I was just like, as a young bodybuilder, I was like, "Oh my God." I remember being like overwhelmed, like, "Oh my God," and like eating chicken fingers and fucking just eating and ordering food.
I'm gonna get it all back today.
Like just being so distraught that I had lost all that weight and think it was like the end of the world. And then like 2 weeks later, I'm 245 again, you know?
Yeah.
Of course.
Funny.
Yeah, COVID, I went from 235 down to like, it was, I think 40 pounds. It was like 190, something like that. And that was in a 3-week period. And then, of course, it bounced back up. But the worst than that was I competed, and it was the year that I said, like, screw it. I don't care if I lose muscle. I'm just going to get as freaking lean as I can. And it's a year that, like, I pushed too far intentionally. Right. And got freaking peeled out of my head. And then 2 weeks later, before I could really have rebounded and stuff, I got, like, sick. And it was, it was coming out both ends for, like, 3 days. So sick. And I'm starving, right? Because they're like you're still that lean. I don't remember what happened weight-wise with that, but oh my God. At least I had the weight to lose, you know. But that other time, the contest prep, like there was nothing to come off.
Well, that's what saves people.
304 to 236 is still the winner. So
yeah,
all you got to do is have a coma to win that one.
Yeah, that saves some people is the fact they had weight to lose. You know, like some of those people they get horrible. What was that?
I was yelling at my computer because I think it beeps on the thing.
Oh.
Texts were coming through. Ding, ding, ding. I was like, stop it.
We didn't hear it.
Good.
Yeah. No hearing. No hearing it.
Then I'm just crying for no reason.
I remember Dr. Eric Serrano was talking about a cop that he was one of his patients, and he had high hematocrit, and he got shot, and he lost a bunch of blood.
Oh.
But because he was like, your high hematocrit saved your life. because he lost a bunch of blood, but he still had plenty after they got him to the hospital.
You don't get to say that often, guys, so don't take any ideas. This is a good plan.
Got to keep my hematocrit up just in case, guys.
Doc's like, your hematocrit's good. I'm like, yeah, I'm ready for the future.
I need my blood. I need my blood real thick in case I get shot.
In case I get in a shootout. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I'm planning for the future.
That's a reverse plan if I've ever heard one.
Yes.
Well, that was a great list, Scott. And,
Thank you.
I need people to definitely add their lies below.
Yeah.
My main one that I've used in my romantic life is that my legs are really big, which is why other things appear small.
It'd be a lot bigger, but my legs are...
My legs are so massive. You know what the lie I see online that drives me crazy is when people that are above average muscularly say, I can't find jeans anywhere. And I'm like, yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can.
I can tell you 10 places to buy them. Knock it off. You're not that fucking big. I've seen Kai Green in jeans. That's all I'm going to say.
Especially today with the elastic in the jeans.
Dude,
now,
I
that's
used to-
been a game changer.
I used to not wear jeans unless I had to because they were so uncomfortable because I was always a Adidas pants, track pants guy.
Yeah.
Now I can wear jeans anywhere. Like,
I
these
used to
things
wear-
stretch like yoga pants, baby. I feel like a woman.
We all back in the day, we used to just buy all the hip hop jeans.
Right.
Like
Oh,
the
yeah,
Sean John brand, and like there was all those brands like that. You know, I was in Australia. They had this brand called 26 Red that made like skate jeans,
Yep.
and they were all so oversized that you just wear them like normal jeans. You know
That's
what
the
I mean?
best thing is if you buy
Yeah.
a baggy set of jeans.
Super easy.
If you're an adult and you don't want to be wearing baggy clothes anymore, a loose-fitting jean just becomes a regular jean for you, and then it looks fine.
Yeah. It was. I remember I used to wear jeans all the time. Like for most of my life, I wore jeans all the time. That if I wasn't in the gym, I had jeans on. Like that's how I used to live. And then I don't know when it happened. I just started living my whole life in sweatpants and track pants, and now jeans are like really dressing up. Like if I put jeans on, it's like, oh, Ron's going, like you're being made to go somewhere.
It's
like
a wedding.
Your wife is
It's
like,
a funeral.
we have to be somewhere, and I put
Getting
jeans
fancy.
on. Yeah, getting fancy. If I
Everybody
got
knows
jeans on,
Ron's uniform now.
yeah, and then the next level to dressing up is you got the jeans. It's a big step. Then I got the shoes I don't train in. Right, I got.
But they're still tennis shoes.
but they're still like Dunks or Jordans or something.
Yeah.
Right, but they just don't train in them. And then I got the band T-shirt I don't train in.
Oh, yeah.
That's
the
dressing
formal
up.
band T-shirt.
The formal band T-shirt.
I've seen those shirts.
Oh,
You
no,
wear those
I am
shirts.
dressed up. Sorry, sir, I am dressed up. This is my formal Black Sabbath shirt. Right?
It's black
This is-
and white. It's a black tie affair.
Right. It's not too flashy, very quiet logo. Wore it just
We're
for
good.
you, sir.
We're good.
You can let
I've
me
seen
in.
those shirts at mutant dinners and at like big shows like the Olympia night show. That's when that shirt
on
comes
stage,
up.
giving Brandon Curry a trophy.
Yeah.
And I shout out, "Great T-shirt!"
Yeah, I love Def Leppard.
I love Def Leppard.
Huge fan. People are talking in the back. That's a great shirt.
Great shirt.
Yes.
All the guys that are like 49 or over, great shirt.
Yeah.
Great shirt on the trophy guy. Yeah. My wife would never let me wear that, but I'd love to. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the formal dress.
I love when we go to birthday dinners at the in-laws, because I love my in-laws. They're great. Emily's family's great. But I also know that like I'm like the rough edge farm kid, right?
Yeah.
So I like to, we show up for birthday
You lean
dinners.
into it.
I make sure I have like a Nirvana t-shirt on or something. Like I don't just
Yeah.
go with like plain shirt.
Black
Like,
shirt. Yeah. Not doing
her cousin can wear the button-up shirt. I'm showing up with like Soundgarden shirt or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, every time.
There we go. See, I like.
know?
What does it take for Ron to wear shoes that aren't tennis shoes? Is there an event for that?
That's like I have to have a suit on.
That's a step up for sure. Yeah.
Shoes that aren't tennis shoes? You mean a tuxedo?
So Scott, I need to know now that we're on the subject. Where do you land in this? You're
Land in
going
what?
to the Olympia finals.
Yeah.
What are you wearing?
So I'm at a point in my life where I used to wear like
Point in my
the
life.
gym.
I love that phrase.
Yeah.
Will you lead with "I'm at a point in my life"?
We all started using it. We've all started using that phrase. That's a bit. That's like you're like,
You gotta get
here?
to 45 to say that.
Yeah. Oh,
So-
damn. We're all there. Okay.
I've got a couple nice suits that I really like, and I don't have a lot of opportunities to put them on.
Right.
And there was a time that I would have just gone wearing whatever I wore to the gym, like literally, like the track pants that had like they're kind of like jersey material that had like the little holes in them. You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about? They'd
Yeah,
be
like
like
mesh.
NPC. Yeah, like
Yeah.
the mesh. I'd wear like
Mesh
a pair
pants.
of those that were very oversized, probably dragging like Dusty would wear.
Dragging under the heel of your shoe, you look like you're a little kid wearing your older brother's pants. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Very oversized T-shirt, hoodie, very oversized hoodie, and a gallon jug if they let me bring that in.
It's just
You're in
water.
uniform.
Exactly, Ron. It's just water.
You
want me
said
to just-
water's allowed. He's got a water bottle.
That's it.
Yours is a gallon, sir.
You have a
I'm like-
10-gallon pail of water, sir.
He's carrying the one that goes on top of the cooler. It's 5 gallons. One big ass straw.
Got a straw in it.
And if it's
Sir, that's a hose, not a straw.
You got to have one for
if it's
piss
not the
too.
night show, I would have a cooler with me too. Just a little boom because you might need to get your meal in during the middle of the thing
yeah.
or something. So today, if I have that
Might need.
opportunity to wear a suit, I might wear a suit. I might wear a nice shirt. I might wear shoes that go with that. So
So for
I have no
Olympia,
problem
we
with
might
that.
see a suit.
If I don't think I'm gonna go this year, guys.
The fuck you're not. The fuck you're not.
What if we, once in a while, I like to contribute what I call a bad idea. So
Usually you leave that to Dusty.
usually I use it to Dusty. What
I'm
if
leaning into
we?
this.
What if we all make an agreement to wear suits to the Olympia this year?
That'd be classy.
There we go.
That'd be classy.
I'm in.
I'll wear one. Dusty wears one, and then the girls obviously. Well, the girls are going to dress
Yeah,
hot.
they
anyways.
make us look dumb no matter what.
They make us look dumb
See,
no
my
matter what.
argument has always been, for the longest time, it didn't matter what I was wearing because no one was looking at me anyways.
Right.
I'm like, if she walks in the room first, I'm clear.
Right.
Walk in naked,
Nobody's
wherever.
nobody's
No one
looking
gives
at
a
you.
shit.
No one's going to ask any questions.
Not even there. This guy's job is to keep people away. That's it. But yeah. All right, Scott. First off, I'm going to do my best to ruin your thoughts of not coming. And then we will sign the dotted line on the suit idea.
All right.
I like it. All right.
Sounds good.
I'm in. It all happened here, Monday, August 3rd, which will be Wednesday the 5th for you guys. Contract is signed.
And then we tell everyone that we had to wear suits because we're doing something with the Olympia committee.
Oh, we're also gonna lie.
Yeah.
too, is
Yeah.
what you're
Oh, there's a
saying.
lie
Okay.
attached. Yeah.
That's a list of
Okay.
lies
Okay.
that
I like
ex-bodybuilders say.
There's a lie attached. I'm just doing what other people do. I think I've suspected that other people have done this to me.
Oh, there's been-
Oh, you mean like they like very self-important type?
Very
thing?
self-important.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you just dressed up for the night show. I think.
Oh, Ron Partlow, good to see you. Good to see you. Excuse me, I gotta go. A lot of
Yeah.
a lot of-
Oh, wait. Oh, I have to go backstage.
He goes and takes a piss.
Just have an
I like that.
earphone. Have like an earphone coming out of your suit, just not hooked to anything.
Yeah,
all
we
it's
could
Cut
do
off
that.
right here.
We could
Just
do
tape to your
that. You
chest.
know, be like, oh, Dusty, did you get that? Sorry, guys, we gotta go.
We're actually doing a live podcast right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the only problem is no one will buy we're important.
No.
Those old guys.
Everyone will see right
Buy
through
that
it.
Shit.
Those three clowns. They don't even need to be here.
Who is that? Oh, good stuff.
Yeah. Yep.
It's like at the Arnold when like you'll have somebody walk by that no one knows, but they had an entourage leading their way and taking photos.
Everybody's
Like,
got
who is
cameras
that?
up.
Nobody.
And everyone knows. They're like, no. Because I'll even ask like young kids. I'm like, who's that? They're like, I don't fucking know.
I don't know.
I'm like, got it.
Yeah.
Verifying that it's not
or
just
like-
my age that I don't know them.
Or like at, when you see at the shows, especially like the big expos, the promoters will pre-plan ahead of time who they think need extra security.
Yep.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
So there'll be a lot of situations where like, maybe Jay's like, oh yeah, I'm going to be at the booth at 10. And the promoter will be like, I'll have security escort you. And Jay's like, I'm fine. I can, no, I'll have security escort you. So like the person doing the walking is like, I'm just
I
going to
don't
my
need to do
booth.
They did that for us one time. Remember, Ron? They
Yeah.
brought security. I was like, no
Yeah.
one cares, bro. We can walk
Yeah,
right
they
through.
brought security to get us. Oh, we gotta walk you to the stage. Like, we can get there. No one's gonna stop us. Like, no one gives a fuck.
If I get stopped, I'll be so excited.
Like, at most, two guys might go, "Hey, there's Ron and Dusty," And that's like the extent of what's going to happen.
Oh, more people stop you guys than 2, but just to be fair.
Well, if we're
more than
walking
2.
fast, we're at the mission, we're on a mission, no?
Then they'll leave
The
you
mission
alone.
walk
Yeah.
changes things. I will. There's a story about that. I don't know if you ever saw it. I think it was on the ESPN thing. Steph Curry had that happen. He came back into town, and they were going to go to a game, and so his dad, called to get the tickets and whatever, and they said, "Does Steph need security?" And they're like, "No." And then they got there, and it was a shit show. And they immediately, his dad called the phone. They had like security guards have to run in because they couldn't even get into the arena.
Right.
They're like, and his dad's like, "Oh, shit has changed." Got it.
Right. That's funny.
There was two events I can think of. One was when I came to FIBO with Mutant, and Sean, Clarita, and Drea, the 3 of us were going to walk over to, in our hall, the bodybuilding hall, they had like the small Panada booth. And they wanted to go over, so we're all 3 going to walk over to that. And the 2 of them couldn't make it over there. Like, they got stopped constantly. And then the other time was at the Arnold, I think it was, the Olympia last year. Drea was going to get on some podcast with, like, Monica Brand, I think it was. But it was the other side of the expo, and they needed me to escort her. So I was the security. And they're like,
saying no.
Yeah, I just got to, excuse me, coming through. And Drea then had the excuse of like, oh, hey, I can't stop right now, Right. But I'm telling you, like, both of those times, that Panada booth was like only 100 feet away. They could not get over there. And this other time, like, even though like head down, we're moving, people were constantly trying to stop her to talk to her, like nonstop.
In her peak, 1 year at FIBO, Dana we had one of those big booths with a countertop and an edge in the front. Dana Lynn Bailey hid underneath of it to just like sit down for a minute.
Yeah.
But Rob was there talking to us, and people were looking over the edge. Dana, can I get a picture? Like, I was like, this is awful.
She's hiding from you.
She was hiding from people, and they were still trying to come around and look over the edge because they assumed she was there and were
they saw
thinking
Rob.
enough because they would probably see us like kind of say something down to her.
Yeah.
I felt awful for her. I was like, this is your weekend. Like, she couldn't, at that point, she couldn't get anywhere. She was the biggest name in bodybuilding.
They needed security. She used to put on, she'd get under the desk and she'd put on an Adidas hoodie and she'd zip it up and pull the hood up. Yeah. And then she'd stand up and walk out of the booth.
Yep.
And she'd like go to the bathroom, but with an Adidas hoodie on.
A
and
giant hoodie that you could hide
hopefully
underneath.
no one would see it was her with her hood like hanging, like big time hanging on her face. That was, they were, do you remember the year the fire department was going to shut them, shut
their
them
booth down because they were blocking all the other booths.
They were crazy famous. Well, they still are, but I mean, the impact and like the frenzy over them was like the same type of thing you see with the Trend Twins at the Expo, like the big, huge, crazy lineups where you're like, what human would stand in line like that? Like who?
People were waiting like 3 hours to meet Dana.
Who would spend 3 hours waiting to take a picture with someone? Like I cannot compute that. So when I heard kids were standing in line, like, for the Trend Twins, I'm like, oh, they're cool. I'd love to meet the Trend Twins, but I don't want to stand in line for 4 fucking hours.
No.
And that was with Dana and Rob. And the fire department, I remember I went to see them, and their booth was in the worst spot that year. It was like 2013 or 14 or something. Yeah. Their booth was ruining the entire experience for 24 other booths. Like, there were booths that were like, I want a refund.
Because the line was going right in front of their booth, so no one could even get to it.
Yeah, there were booths that were they were yelling at Arnold organizers, like, I want my fucking money back. Like, I'm not paying for this booth. No one can get to my booth. And the fire department were on their walkie-talkies. They're like, and I was standing right there beside these fire department guys because I was looking at the crowd like, how am I going to go say hi to Rob? And the fire department guy's like, this is really bad. There's no control down here. There are way too many people. We might have to do something about this. And I was like, oh shit, they're going to ruin it for everyone.
I think now because of that, they know who the biggest names are.
Yeah, they just made a mistake.
Where they do. Like, they have to be at an end by the front where we could control the line, keep it away from other booths. Because they were like dead nut center of a long aisleway that probably had 20 booths before the front. Because the
worst
Expos used to be
spot.
bigger.
Yeah.
It was like they intentionally said, how could we ruin this expo? We'll put the 2 most popular people right here.
And I think it was just that Rob was new to it. Rob was like, oh, we just want a 10 by 10. So Dana can take pictures and sign autographs. We don't need a big booth. So they just threw them in like that row of 10 by 10s, all those the small booths that are over in the far corner.
That no one cares about unless you're Flag Rafael.
Oh, man. And they didn't even have any. I remember they at one stage their booth had nothing in it.
It was just a backdrop.
Oh, yeah. I remember you telling me.
Because they're like,
pictures.
We're not even bringing merch. It's just meet and greet. So it's just me and Dana taking pictures. Nothing's for sale. I remember they did that a couple times.
That was like 24, I think they did that still.
Yeah.
That's not that long ago. Just basically an empty booth, Dana standing there, and that was it, man.
Yeah. And I remember the first year they came.
I got to take a call really quick, guys.
Yeah. So the first year they came.
Scott needs a call.
Are we going to stop talking or are we going to let it
No, we're going. Your call.
So I remember the one year he comes and talks to Ryan. Because like Rob's figuring all this out as it's happening, right? They're getting famous. They're selling tons of clothes. And we realized after the expo that like at some of these expos, when we used to sell a lot of stuff, you have to remember back in the day, supplement companies used to bring pallets of stuff because it was all about selling. It wasn't just promotion.
Yeah.
So like there's a lot of money. So some of these booths have, 25 grand, 30 grand at the end of the day, 40 grand. So they have like security that will help them with that.
Leave,
And then there's a bank that is very close that they like some companies do that. They like actually go put their money in the bank at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Or some, you know what I mean?
Or
so
smuggle it back. But anyway.
So anyways, but Rob just had all the cash on him.
He's got $40K in his pocket.
just take it back to the room. Like, it was funny, but he learned like Ryan's like, you can get someone to help you with money drops. Like you shouldn't be just carrying this around. And he's like, oh shit, like learning as he goes. And it's pretty funny. Of course,
what happens when you explode that quickly?
Yeah, it doesn't happen. Booths don't do what they used to do now, so it's different.
Yeah, no, there's very little. I know there's always people that come that don't know, and they're like, you guys don't have any protein here? And I'm like, we didn't ship 5-pound containers of protein to
I'm not
Germany.
shipping stuff. Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Yeah, the funny thing is there used to be so much money change hands. You'd pay the old pros $20 for a signed photo, then you'd buy a tub of protein, and you know what I mean? But now it's just like
I had
free
shows,
picture.
Ron, back in the day where I used to bring an entire suitcase of just merch to sell at the iForce booth.
Yeah, yeah,
so
for sure.
I'd leave with $5-6 grand in an empty suitcase.
Yeah.
And then, bring stuff. And then actually one year the owner got pissed because he told me I could do it. So I said, cool.
Then
but I had a line for my clothes. And it was fucking up the booth. And it was kind of a rough sop. Because I brought all this stuff here. You told me I could do it. But then he was pissed about it. So it was interesting.
Because they weren't buying his shirts.
Well, it was messing up the booth because people were just waiting because I had a girl that was working for me who was just selling them. And I'm like, I didn't think it was going to go this well either.
Right. Yeah.
So I feel like Scott looks really important right now.
What if this is about his new car?
Yeah. You got
for those
Mini, everybody.
Yeah, for those that aren't in the know, Scott's celebrating a new Mini life.
He had his old one for like 10, 14 years, I think he said.
Yeah. So what are we going to show the new car?
Yeah, let's do it. Look at that.
There's his new Mini.
Went all in with the new Mini.
Blue Jay not included. I don't know what that big...
It's on the wall, I think, so you can't have that.
There you go.
I think it's funny, though, because, Scott's car, knowing Scott, it fits him for me. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think people would be surprised if I got out of a Mini.
Yeah.
I
know.
There we go. They even did the green thing in the front window said Scott's second Mini when he picked it up. I thought that was a cool addition. I like that BMW, Mercedes, Mini, all of them, they do true delivery process. Hey, we've been talking about your car.
Hey, welcome so that back. Was actually the PPF people calling me back.
See, it was about his car.
Yeah, it was. I've been trying. This place is super kind of exclusive, and it's been hard to get a hold of them. But they do an incredible job, from what I hear from the people who are like really.
So you're doing the front end PPF or the whole thing?
I can't afford to do the whole thing. I would love to, but I'm gonna do the front end, probably the bumper. She's getting me quotes, so it looks like we'll do the bumper. We'll do half the hood, and then after that, I'll get it ceramic coated. So
yeah, that'd be great. It's worth it. Trust me. Yeah, you want that stuff. Plus the ceramic coat. When it rains, if your car's not dirty and it gets rained on, it'll still be clean tomorrow because the water just like falls off of it. It's great.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I thought the rain washed your car.
It does in Vancouver because it's the only way to do it.
Yeah.
I couldn't live in Vancouver just because I can't have a dirty truck. It would drive me crazy.
I had to back up for a minute because I wanted to show you guys something. So while you were talking about Dana Lynn Bailey and dealing with the Olympia, I pulled this video up. So this is Jesse James West, who's huge, massive YouTuber. In fact, Victoria was on his video that he did about women's bodybuilding a couple years back. So there was a year, and I might have shown this to you guys off the air. He dressed up as a fake Chris Bumstead to sneak his way into the Olympia Expo. And you guys have to see this. You don't even have to really hear it. But let me just hit the share button here. So share. Let's see if I can find this. Oh, it's in a different window. Okay, yeah. So you're not going to have audio on this, but you're going to at least see the whole deal behind this. All right. So he's got his team with him here for any of our audio listeners. He's got a big jacket on. Oh, wait. Can you guys not see that?
No, it's exit full screen.
All right. I got to leave it out of full screen, apparently. He's got these massive security guys with him. He's got his hood pulled up, and he's now got people following him around because he's got a mustache and a hat pulled down. He is literally getting mobbed at the Olympia.
That's freaking awesome.
Yeah. And people are going to take his picture all the way through here.
I like how he's still staying covered and tucked down.
Yeah. He's got people doing pictures with him and stuff all the way through. He's signing people's belts, apparently. Yeah. But I thought that was absolutely hilarious.
The Bumstead hoodie is great.
And then he eventually revealed himself as to who he was. But the reality is that Jesse James West is kind of popular as it is. So it wasn't as much of a letdown. Like if it was me, they'd have been like, oh, who's this guy? You know?
Yeah. That's a great costume. Who the hell are you? Your mute is run for the dogs. Dog mute.
So they're like, oh, you're Jesse James West. You got me.
Yeah,
I'll take a picture of you
exactly.
anyways.
Yeah, I wanted that photo anyways. Now I want it with you.
Right.
Yeah.
That's classic.
Yeah. I love the jacket.
Well, I guess that's all we have for today, guys.
But it can't be all we have. Come on. Come
Ooh,
on.
yeah, I know who this is going to be.
Up.
There's only one that has to come sit.
Jedi doesn't bother coming up, but Henry likes to say hi.
Henry's a gangster from L.A.
Henry is an L.A. gangster dog. L.A. gangster dog. He's pretty lucky. Hey?
Turned out well for him.
So
Hey,
Henry's
By
a
the
good
dog, as Ron said.
Jedi. Doesn't like to hop up on the lap as much as Henry
He's just
does?
too squirmy.
Oh,
he wouldn't
okay.
sit like this. He'd be like, "Wah." Yeah, but this guy would just chill. I could hold him like this for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Aw.
He's
That's
like,
what Donna
"Oh."
was. You could hold her all day and she'd be fine. And Harvey's like, I got shit to do. Put me down.
Yeah. Jedi's like, I love you, but over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
From a
afar.
distance. Even if you put, if you're sitting on the couch, you put Harvey on your lap, he gets off. He's like, what are you doing? I want to sit next to your leg, but not on top of you. That's retarded.
Yeah, whereas this guy will come and stand on your chest and stare at you in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you open your eyes and he's right here. Like
I'm
"Get
ready
up."
to eat.
Yeah, I'm ready to go
I got
outside.
this.
So he's good. But yeah. So my advice on that podcast we did,
Yes.
get the dog. Yeah,
Get the dog.
Oh yeah, that was good advice.
That was great advice. I agree.
Well,
Problem
Dusty
is,
went.
I want all of the dogs.
Dusty
That's the
went with
problem.
like the actual life advice. Dusty gave all the advice, and then it was my turn, and I'm like, oh,
Get a dog. I don't
get
know.
the dog.
And you trumped me. I was like, it's better advice.
It was good. I was proud of myself after. I was like, oh, I got a good one. You know,
Yeah.
I was in a moment of almost failure. Get the dog.
I hate when they throw something at you like that and you're not ready. And I'm like, definitely use foam cups at QT.
Yeah.
They stay cold longer.
Floss more. I thought afterwards, maybe there's one person that'll see that podcast and that is like really on the fence and they want it, but they're like, oh, it's going to change my life, and they'll get it.
Yeah.
I like that.
So we're talking about the Transparent podcast with Niall. Was
Yes.
that the longest podcast you guys have ever been on?
It was the longest. I wasn't prepared to be that long. I thought I came up and I told Nikki, I was like, all right, when I'm done with the podcast, take about an hour. We'll knock out 2 episodes of our show and then we'll go to bed. And then I came downstairs at 10 p.m.
Yeah.
And I was like,
It was
3
good.
hours.
I've done a couple. I did Mark Bell's podcast at his gym,
Yeah.
and that was 3 hours. But you're in the studio with them talking
you
on
gotta
like
get your-
the really good mics
Your
with the
money
headphones.
worth. Yeah.
Yeah, and we
You
were
did that too,
drinking.
didn't you, Scott?
at the beginning of the
I
podcast,
didn't
we drank that, what's that stuff? Kratom?
Oh,
Kratom? Oh, God.
We drank a bunch of Kratom at the beginning and then just talked for 3 hours, and I don't know, I felt fine.
Got y'all loosened up.
yeah, that'll make
Well,
it
I don't
easy.
know. I don't know what it did to me, but I had a great time. We were
I'm
laughing.
gonna watch the podcast now.
I had them joking around, and yeah, it was good. It was a lot of fun. But that's the longest one I ever did. It was in studio too, so it was kind of cool. Yeah. Yeah, a lot
The
of fun.
Dave Tate one was like 3 hours that I did. That was long.
Oh,
That's why-
yeah.
Same
So-
thing, dude. Where like I traveled there, right? So like you're
Yeah.
gonna stay.
You
for
know it's
whatever,
gonna be
you know,
long.
at that
Yeah,
point.
So
Yeah.
I got an email from Dave Tate. He's like, hey, I want you to come on the show, but I actually need you here. So like maybe next Arnold, like come a day early.
Or
Yeah,
if
that'd
you
be
came
sick.
out for Mutant on the Mission. I mean, you've probably done
Right.
Ohio to death, but
I have done several, but yeah, like
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, I'd love to be on Dave Tate's show.
you guys should both get on. Yeah.
Follow the likes of guests like Scott McNally. And, like he's had Scott McNally on. Like, I mean,
How you
this
gonna
is,
follow
That's
that
the
up,
first thing
man.
that's
How
what
you
he
gonna follow
says
that
when,
I mean,
when he
like-
introduces people. Like, well, I
This is
have
like-
had Scott on. Like, oh, I'll do it then.
This is like A-tier podcasting, right?
I shot
So-
some video while I was there. I have enough video that if our listeners wanted to see it, I don't know if they do, I could whip that together and make a little 10-minute thing to show you guys.
I want
the
to watch
gym.
it, so do it.
All right.
Yeah, because I was
I'll
at
see
his
if I can
last
find
gym. I was at the one before this, right? The old,
Okay.
the old shed. I'd
Yeah.
like to see the new one.
It's
Okay.
cool, man. It's really nice.
Okay.
Do it.
Okay, everyone. Remember, like, share, subscribe, comment, and
Ring the bell.
Yes.
Hi button.
remember, IamMutant.com, MutantNation.ca. Dusty, Big Ron to your codes. Save money. Get your stuff delivered to you. Premium products. Quick delivery. No hassle. You got to love Mutant. Supporting the show. Supporting bodybuilding. Sponsoring the Olympia. Sponsoring the Arnold. Hey, the life of the hardcore. We love it. Go there, get your shit. Hardcore ISO, Big Greens, Mind FK, and everyone should get on the gear. Anything else, gentlemen?
Yeah, thanks to Patreon for helping me to get the masking tape and
Afford the new tape
another
and
manila
tape.
envelope. I cut a manila envelope up, which took me a while, guys, to get
You
these
use a
pieces
high quality
prepared.
tape, though. I can tell we've moved up.
Yeah.
It's nice.
I just
Yeah,
didn't
I like
reuse the same tape I had the time before, Dusty. That was the trick.
Okay.
Well, the extra
Okay.
$3, you were ready.
3
I'm gonna
cheers
get
for the
something,
whiteboard. 3
Yes.
cheers for the whiteboard.
We're gonna
There
do
we
like
go.
magnets or
Okay.
something so that it's easy. Like we're gonna step it up.
I want a game show style where there's like a flipper.
Yeah.
That would be cool. Actually,
Guys'
I want to
grocery
tell you
games.
guys,
Like proper flippers. I want gold sparkly borders. Like Wheel of
Victoria
Fortune
comes
style.
out and
Lights.
turns them.
Yeah,
I want Victoria
yeah.
turning these. We need
Yeah.
Victoria or Vanna White. I mean, I know
Either,
she's like
whoever's
70
available.
now, but she's still great. Be a celebrity turner.
Yeah,
You know?
get that to work.
Yeah.
Vanna White
Vanna.
in my
Vanna.
basement. I'm not sure if we can make that work, Ron. Not on our budget.
Vanna
don't
White,
think
come
she's
down to
doing
the
much.
basement.
Yeah,
I don't think
right.
Vanna White's doing much. She might be free.
Oh,
Yeah.
real quick before we exit, I have to tell you guys. I know I told you I started the fall. It's your next show,
Is
The
it
fall.
that
What's
good?
the fall?
the fall. It's so the same guy that was in The Tourist
Yeah.
is the lead in the fall,
Oh,
and he's a serial killer.
oh, okay.
And it's phenomenal. Like it's one of those ones where you're like, I really need to go to bed, but I'd really like to watch one more episode also.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, okay. I saw the Gillian Anderson's show.
Yeah.
Fall.
Get that. It's on your list. I promise. It will not.
Writing it down.
Will not hurt your feelings.
Okay. Well, I got a little X-Files vibe whenever I see her, so that's good.
Yes.
Okay. For those of
Victory.
you that don't remember, the queen of primetime, Gillian Anderson, the whole time the X-Files aired, she's
She's great in this. too.
great. Yeah,
Phenomenal in this show.
yeah.
So-
Okay.
All right,
Thanks,
guys.
gentlemen.
Adios.
Loving it. I'll see you guys again. Remember, it's just bodybuilding.